Hey guys, it's Runuchia back here for another What If video. Today we're doing What If Naruto Had the Power of the Four Cardinal Heroes, Part 3. By the way, this video was being recorded right after I uploaded Part 2. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed the video. Naruto, about 2 months before the graduation exam, was training. He managed to discover a new area that had these white wolves. They were nearly as strong as the two-headed wolf, but due to his new shields, the ninja wire shield, which he got from a transformation jutsu when going into a shop and buying ninja wire, which the shield allowed him to, spew ninja wire out of his shield to swing around or capture opponents. The ninja wire shield also helped him unlock a new stat, as Naruto would look at the new stat and would get a flashback. Naruto, in this flashback, would get some ninja wire and try to put it into his shield, but would see a new status bar, as the status would say, hidden stat unlocked. Naruto would wonder what the hidden stat was, and would find in his stats that there's a new stat called mobility, which Naruto put a point into mobility, then went to check up on what hidden stats are, eventually finding out that hidden stats are stats that are able to level up without being discovered, but won't have an effect unless it was discovered, and won't level up consistently, but would randomly level up when or go up when your levels are up, though you can put stat points into them. Naruto would also get a rope shield, which did not unlock a hidden stat, though Naruto began to wonder what things would give him a hidden stat unlocked. By the way, I don't even know if hidden stats exist, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the stats weren't really shown other than high defense, low attack, or high attack, low defense. Other than that, I'm pretty sure not much stats were shown. So I'm just gonna be making some up. Anyways, Naruto would then, after unlocking this hidden stat, begin to train it, and would realize that this particular hidden stat increases his speed. Unlike the normal speed stat, mobility allows him to move as fast as possible in a short period of time, such as if normally it takes a few seconds for him to reach 100 miles per hour, he would start out at that, and if he loses speed in a turn, then he'd actually remain at the same speed due to the mobility stat. Basically, it allows him to do greater control and get his speed up to max within, just as soon as he begins running. Like, let's say Naruto standing still, he can create the after image, as even while walking, he can easily just walk at like half the speed as his max speed. So yeah, mobility is a pretty neat skill. Naruto would also get a few new weapons, such as when he reached level 41, or just level 40, he would gain a new bow, which was the Uzumaki bow's second ability, called Extreme Arrow Rain, which allows Naruto, or Extreme Arrow Storm, which allows Naruto to shoot a storm of 100 chakra arrows towards his opponent instead of just one powerful blast. So it's basically quantity over quality. So yeah. Also, Naruto unlocked a new sword called the, well, Uzumaki Sword version 2. You see, after Naruto managed to learn how to properly use the sword in Kenjutsu, as before his skills were pretty bad. All he was doing was swinging it around, no technique. After he used Kenjutsu and around a week before this, he unlocked a hidden stat called Kenjutsu, which also allowed his Uzumaki sword to become version 2. As Naruto also leveled up the stats somewhat, and Naruto's Uzumaki sword version 2 has a technique called Crescent Moon Slash, which allows Naruto to send multiple or multi-crescent moon slash, which allows Naruto to shoot multiple crescent moon shaped energy blasts from his sword. Naruto also unlocked his wind affinity and water affinity, which weren't a hidden skill to his surprise. As Naruto would also unlock a water blade and wind blade from when he used wind with the chakra blade and water with the chakra blade. So the water blade allows Naruto to shoot mini blasts of water every slash, though other than that, there aren't much differences from a normal chakra blade. And the wind blade increases the damage by 10. And even temporarily adds a new stat called piercing, though it only gives 1 piercing point. As the special ability for the water blade is to surround the area in a giant whirlpool of water, and the one of the wind blade is spiraling cyclone, where it would send a cyclone around Naruto of a piercing wind cyclone, which can even cut through a mountain, though it won't be easy to do it due to the wind's sharp element. Of course, it's possible. As Naruto would then go to the Okami Cave, or White Okami Cave, Naruto would head forward and would go deeper than before, as he thought due to reaching level 46 recently, he would be able to handle it. As Naruto would see that everything is the same, except that there are just more Okami. Though soon Naruto would hear a bestial roar, as out of nowhere a beam of light would shoot towards Naruto, who would quickly switch to his prison shield, and cast the shield prison, along with using the wind shield right after his second ability, or just ability to open an airstrike shield, then quickly switching to the Fox shield, as then the beam would destroy the airstrike shield and the shield prison, but didn't do much damage to Naruto. As Naruto would look ahead and would then see a white wolf. This one was around the size of a house. As Naruto would see a bar above it, as it would see above the health bar a red sign on it called boss. As Naruto would realize that this might be that indicates that it's a very powerful opponent. As the white wolf called Shira Okami would charge towards Naruto at fast speeds. Naruto would block it with his Fox Shield while using the Fox Shield's ability to try and counter its strikes, as Naruto would then switch to the Chakra or Uzumaki Blade version 2. As Naruto would then use the multi-crescent moon slashes, which the wolf countered with, or the Shira Okami would counter with a blast of chakra. As Naruto would then appear behind the Shira Okami with his Uzumaki bow out and would use the Uzumaki bow's second ability, Arrow Storm. As the arrows would begin to surround the Shira Okami and would begin to strike it down. But the Shira Okami began to spin in a rotating motion as the rest of the 50 arrows were destroyed. Naruto would then switch to his spear and would try to keep the Shira Okami away by using the sphere, the Uzumaki sphere, along with extending it towards the Shira Okami whenever it got close to him. Naruto would continue fighting him with a sword whenever he saw an opening, and a shield whenever the wolf would use a powerful beam attack, though it seemed to be all futile. As Naruto would then be struck through the chest by the wolf, though it wasn't bleeding due to Naruto's, Jinchuriki status. Though Naruto would begin to fall down as darkness began to surround him in his eyes, as Naruto thought, "No, I can't die, not yet." As Naruto would then see a new stat unlocked. It was called Andrelin. Andrelin. Or whatever. Andrelian? Whatever you say it. I don't even remember how to say it. Anyways, Naruto would then put his 3 remaining stat points into it, and would then feel that the blackness around his eyes was disappearing, as Naruto managed to continue to fight the Shira Okami, even with his weakened state due to the Andrelian, or whatever. Anyways, Naruto would eventually be pushed back too much, as the Shira Okami would charge a beam towards him. The beam was going at him too fast for him to switch to the shield, as Naruto's life began to flash before his own eyes. Naruto would remember the beatings that he got on his birthday, and even the lighter memories of when he was 6, the nice Uchiha called Shisui saved him, and even helped him a few more times. When there was these Anbu with a black mask, or a blank mask, which Shisui quickly took care of. Shisui was actually the reason Naruto became a shinobi. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not the reason, but come on. Naruto wouldn't have always had the dream to become Hokage. So anyways, Naruto would also remember when the 3rd Hokage on his 7th birthday gave him his apartment and Gama-chan / his frog wallet, along with his declaration to become Hokage on that day. Naruto would also remember his first days in the academy, his vow to defeat Sasuke, Iruka taking him out for ramen, along with the silver-haired person who helped him out when Iruka saved him from those grass kunoichi. Naruto would then remember him getting the shields, or the 4 cardinal weapons, as Naruto would then yell in frustration, as Naruto would let out a primal roar. Naruto Naruto would then attack in a fury and a rage as Naruto would grab onto the power he felt so long ago. The power of the nine-tailed fox, the power that he used against the two-headed wolf. Naruto would then begin to obliterate the Shirokami, trying to fight it, but not even with the chakra he got from the nine tails he could win. He was fighting at a standstill, switching to the fox shields, shooting out a tail beast bomb, shooting out a hurricane from his wind blade, shooting out a powerful blast of chakra from his fox bow, but that only seemed to counter and deal minimal damage to the Shiraokami. As Naruto would need more of the chakra, more and more, Naruto felt himself losing himself in the power, until then he was stabbed through the chest completely. The chakra would begin to heal him, but all Naruto could see after that was a void. Naruto saw himself surrounded in a black void. Nothing around him. Everything was just black. But Naruto would see four things: a sphere, a shield, a bow, and a sword. Naruto would then see them surrounded by a red and black aura, as they all changed to a different type of shield, bow, sphere, and sword. In the real world, Naruto would reawaken in extreme rage, as Naruto would then take out the Rage Blade, as Naruto would begin to barrage the Shiraokami, as Naruto would then clash with it with ease, countering all of its attacks and sending a crescent moon slash that was red and destructive towards this Shiraokami. As Naruto would then see the Shiraokami charging a gigantic chakra beam, as Naruto would then switch to the Rage Shield. By the way, I don't even know the Rage Shield's ability, so I'm just gonna make one up. As the Rage Shield's ability would activate, as the beam would hit the shield, it would easily be absorbed. Naruto would take 0 damage and would fire back a beam, though it was only half the size. As Naruto would then switch to his Rage Sphere, as the Rage Sphere would demolish everything would slice through everything within a 1 mile radius, a straight cut through it, as Naruto would then switch back to the Rage Bow, as Naruto would see the wolf's chakra being low after his multiple fights with it, as Naruto's eyes go red and slitted again, but it was then countered as a blue aura began to fight against the red, as Naruto was surrounded in a purple aura. As Naruto's eyes turned purple and slitted, Naruto would then use the Rage Bow's final ability, as Naruto would put all of his chakra into this final attack along with the Nine Tails chakra, as Naruto would then say, "Final Burst!" as the bow would shoot out a massive burst of chakra, obliterating anything within a 100 by 100 by 100 meter radius. As then the place was surrounded in a purple mist, as we see Naruto on the ground, falling unconscious, as Naruto would have a smile on his face, as the Rage Bow reverted back to the normal legendary bow, but the bow had changed. Instead of being white, it turned silver, as a sign that Naruto has awakened the new abilities of the legendary weapons. Naruto would then awaken in a black void, as Naruto would see the four cardinal weapons, each changed. Instead of the sword being like it was before, the blue gem turned green, while the shield's green gem turned red, while the sphere's red gem transformed into a black gem. As then, Naruto would also feel a massive presence ahead. It was dark. It felt like the chakra he had used before. It felt like the one he used against the two-headed wolf and Shida Okami. As Naruto would walk ahead, he would see a gigantic cage with red eyes staring back at him. Anyways, here's where we're ending the video. Sorry to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but don't worry. The next part will come soon. And yeah, I'm actually quite excited for the next part. I have a pretty good title for that one, and I've been actually wanting to do the next part scene a lot. I actually decided the scene before I even decided this part of it. So yeah, peace out. Hey guys, it's Runuchia back here for another update video. So basically what I'm gonna say in this video is a few new updates for the channel. One being there are no more like goals. So I talked with Six Meister, well, more than just asked one question. He agreed with me saying that like goals are a hindrance since, come on, I couldn't upload any what if videos in like a week or two, then uploaded one, then couldn't upload again due to like goals for like 3 weeks now. Yeah, that's a problem. So I'm getting rid of the like goals. Another thing is that I'm gonna be incorporating different stories, like origin stories that are mostly parodies or humor, but also have a bit of seriousness in them. Though, in a collaboration video I'm gonna do, or it might not be a collaboration video, some of it will be revealed. Basically, the origin of the tailed beast, like, we get no information about what happened in the first 500 years after the sage's death. What about the tailed beasts? Did they try to help the humans first? Or did they just go around minding their own business? We don't know. So I'm trying to answer that question. So yeah, otherwise, this is it for this update video. So make sure to keep an eye out for my videos, subscribe and like, since that really does help it out. Even if I don't have like goals now, I'd still appreciate it if you liked the video. Also, I might reboot some what ifs, like what if Naruto was exiled, as I checked it out and so far it's my best video. So I might redo that one. Or have a couple new ones, like Naruto having a new Kekkei. Otherwise, this is the end of the video. So peace out.